one of my really nice Thanos statue was missing a piece, and that's when I kind of was like, okay, everybody out. And I was just, oh my gosh.
It's not a bird, it's not a plane, it's Superhero Slate. It's a modern podcast where we talk about everything that's great, like movies, TV, superheroes. It's Superhero Slate. Oh yeah.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Superhero Slate, the show where we run down the latest superhero entertainment news.
We love TV, movies, and superheroes, so let's talk it all out.
My name is Chris Dillard.
And my name is John Myers.
And John, do you like movie trailers?
I love movie trailers.
Then you're gonna love this week. I mean, we've got Han Solo, we've got Venom, we've got Jessica Jones, we've got Deadpool 2. There's probably some more in there I missed. I don't even know.
Too many.
Too many. So,
well, maybe not too many.
There's never such...
Exactly,
yeah.
Right.
Well, I think there's a movie coming out this week we're going to talk about later.
Okay.
That once... Every movie trailer needs to be in front of it because it's supposed to make over $150 million.
Yeah, that's
opening weekend.
Looking forward to it.
So as you guys may notice, Mike's not here. I think he's in Mexico. He might be in trouble. He may be running drugs. Honestly, I don't know at this point.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, no one does. But so I've got John Myers, listener, fan of the show, here with me today. John, tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah,
love the show. I've listened to it for quite some time now.
I've asked you to be a part of it several times, and you're always like, nah, I've got life.
Well, I thought I could put my genius on hold.
Yeah. I don't want you stealing all our listeners.
I know, right? No, I'm a huge collector of many things, as you know. If you follow Chris pretty religiously, you probably have seen me on some of his videos and on Breaking the Seal, where we just open up awesome collectibles and show them to the
I just
the
realized
audience.
We just did episode 45 of that this
45.
week.
Can you believe that?
And I was like, I remember I took over at like episode 18 or 17, and I'm like, there's no way we've done 45 of these. So, yeah, we've done 40. We're up there. So
yeah,
John's a purveyor of the larger collectibles, more than pop vinyls, of course.
Yes.
Which as you can tell now that you know how serious I am about this.
Yeah, Funko headquarters in here. I love it.
At least just one. I mean, just one genre. Because
that's true.
There's thousands of pops out there.
It's crazy out there.
So, John, what's your favorite collectible in your little collectible?
Well, my favorite collectible is probably my newest collectible, and that's going to be my Thanos on Throne Maquette from Sideshow. We just did an unboxing video of that we released last week, but that is a marvelous statue that's enormous. And Thanos is my guy. He's my number one character in all of comics, so that was kind of like the centerpiece I've been planning for about a year now. So finally getting them in really meant a lot to me.
Yeah, I mean, that was limited to like 3,500 pieces, and yours like what 10 or something like that. Yeah,
that's a pretty good number. I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, that thing is huge.
Yes,
it's massive. I mean, I it's hard to describe it on a podcast, so you're gonna have to go watch the video we did because this thing is just. I can't even imagine how you have it displayed in your house. So.
I actually bought a piece of furniture for it about a year before.
Okay.
So I've had this furniture sitting there waiting for this thing empty this whole time.
Do you have like red ropes around it so people don't get too close?
It's the caution tape. Yeah. No, I don't. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that everybody that sees it knows not to touch it.
Yeah. Please look, don't touch.
Exactly.
Well, so then you're probably excited for Infinity War.
Very, absolutely.
Thanos. A lot of people have said they don't like the way he looks without the helmet. I doesn't bother me. As I say, I'm not offended as much. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's his look has changed. I feel like almost in every one of the movies. Obviously, the first Avengers, it was a very vanilla makeup that they had on him. Guardians of the Galaxy looked great. I thought he looked really good. And I think that they're just trying to, now that he's going to be a more predominant character in the movie, give him more of the facial expressions that Josh Brolin's going to give him. And, I'm not offended by it. Do I think it could have looked better? Sure. But at the same time, those are the type of things that aren't going to ruffle my feathers, because being able to see my character on the big screen is what I'm going for.
Yeah, I mean, to me, we've only seen like snippets of him.
Yeah,
I don't think we've seen a full body shot hardly at all. Maybe when he punches Iron Man in the.
That's probably the closest to scale that you're seeing him next to us humans.
We see close-ups of his face and the hands. So I mean, I think. If he had the helmet on, he'd become more of like a Shakespearean villain and would be more prone to just being like, oh, he's just a typical monologuing villain.
Yeah.
And I think they're trying to make him much more than just that.
Yeah, I think that his prowess among the other characters is going to wipe any of those thoughts out, because he's just going to be he stands so tall next to him. And the whole armor thing, like, would I have liked to have seen him in his armor? Sure. But at the same time, he kind of isn't feeling like this is an armor-worthy battle that he's about going into. So I get it both ways, and I'm, whatever.
Do you think by the time we get Avengers 4, he may put it on?
Oh, I think so. I think when this all thing is said and done, we're going to get the Thanos that we want to see.
So this is just the
full armor and everything.
Build up to that kind of thing.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think if he does take over kind of the cosmos and is sitting there ruling, even temporarily, he's going to make himself up to look prettier, more like the comic book version.
Right.
Because, I mean, it looks like Loki did the same thing in the first Avengers. He had, like, the regular scarf and stuff on when he was in, like, Switzerland, and then unveiled his helmet and all the other theatrics.
Right.
So, all right, well, that's cool. Anything else you want to say? Because we got some stuff to talk about this week. Mike picked a horrible week to get out of town.
I think he picked a great week, so I can be on.
You're here. You're ready to go, man. So, first and foremost, you watched the Super Bowl last weekend.
Yep.
You saw the trailers?
I saw all the trailers.
Then you would know we were due for a Han Solo full trailer this Monday.
Yep.
And Good Morning America, and they gave it to us. They didn't lie at all.
Yep.
So we got this official release of Han Solo. What did you think of it? Are you a Han Solo fan? Do you think this movie is...
So to go back, yes, I do like Han Solo. I like Harrison Ford as Han Solo. I have not been a huge fan of the newer movies. I'm not that I don't like them. I have fun watching them, and that's what I go to movies for. But they're not, they don't blow my socks off like the old ones do. That being said, I did really enjoy the preview. Okay. I think that it's got a lot of fun feel to it. It seems very action-oriented, which is what I want to see in a Star Wars movie. And, Entertainment Weekly said that this, I guess one of the writers said that this is going to be like a funny Star Wars movie. Uh-huh. Like that's kind of like the angle that they're going in. So, I kind of feel like, we're in store for like a Guardians of the Galaxy type Star Wars movie.
Okay.
Where the humor is going to be built in with all the action. You're going to see a couple familiar faces.
Right.
And yeah.
So I mean, I love how it looks like an old Star Wars movie.
Right.
It doesn't feel clean like the new ones or kind of wonky like the prequels. It feels like a New Hope. Yeah, like there. Now, again, you're tasking these people to look like and sound like and act just like these characters we fell in love with 40 years ago.
Right.
And though they're not going to hit the nail right on the head unless we clone them, I think they're doing a great job so far. Alden Ehrenreich, however you say his name, as Han Solo. Mm-hmm. Did you see Hail Caesar at all?
No. Mm-mm.
So he was great in that. I loved him in that movie. That movie overall was horrible, but I loved his part in it. So it's good to see him do that. He's not quite so sure of himself like he is later. As we see in A New Hope. Donald Glover as Lando.
I love the look that he's got.
Yeah, and he didn't really talk, but that's okay. I think even if he doesn't sound like the caliber of actor Donald Glover is going to deliver.
And I think like in our world of fanboys that know who he is and how much that means to him. Yeah. Like we know that we're going to get something good out of that. Mm-hmm. When you got this dude that's wearing Star Wars shirts in his high school yearbook picture, this is something that he'd be living for. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think he's going to knock that out of the park. Yeah.
Then the actress, I think Emilia Clarke is in it as one of the girls, and Woody Harrelson as well. which Woody Harrelson's in another trailer, or in a movie that had a trailer this week as well. We'll talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, is there anything else I mean, it was such quick shots. It was kind of like again, a lot like we talked about. I forget what we talked about last. It's a highlight reel. Like Ant-Man and the Wasp was a highlight reel. This is a highlight reel of this movie.
Right.
I am very much more excited than I was beforehand because we had nothing about it.
Right.
And now we're there. You feel excited? More excited?
I'm excited.
Okay.
When I'll take a step back when I was talking about how I haven't been a huge fan of these movies. Rogue One, I loved. Out of the new movies, that was been my favorite one. And this one, to me, kind of feels like you said, it fits in with that. The new trilogy feels like it's this other entity, kind of like the prequels do. You know, so that's kind of how I'm kind of putting them together. Right. So I'm excited.
Yeah, it looks good. Millennium Falcon looks clean.
Yeah.
Shiny and bright.
Nice and white.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that 500-piece Lego set or however many there. Or the many configurations, because you learn those ships can be taken apart and put back together in all sorts of ways. So. Other than that, I mean, also, a lot of people don't know the guy in the Wookiee costume, Chewbacca, is not actually the original actor anymore. Yeah, they got another guy playing him, and again, you're not going to notice a difference very much, but I mean, I think they're all going to be fine. Kathleen Kennedy opened up this weekend a little bit about why Phil Lord and Chris Miller were let go. She said they were great people, and of course they do great sketches, but she said that doesn't fit in the workflow of Lucasfilm. So again, saying that it's not that they weren't doing okay work, they just weren't meeting the deadlines.
Sure.
Because they were kind of sketching on the fly while they were filming.
And
not running through the whole process. Because I don't know if you know how like we make these little videos every couple of weeks like this, right?
Yeah.
Big movie production, hundreds of people doing what we're doing in a couple seconds. So she had nothing nice to say about it, but it sounds like they just weren't delivering on time and following protocol, especially when you're dealing with Star Wars money and Disney money. At the end of the day,
gotta take care of it.
You gotta play a little bit by the ball. Like you gotta play their game. So other than that, I don't have much else about it. Looks like maybe we got to see one of the villains. He's that masked guy there on the beach.
Right. Okay.
I think his name is Moloch. I don't know what he does.
I don't know much about that.
Oh, there's a train that looks like it's spiraling through some wintry mountains that they're fighting on top of.
Yeah.
That's really about it. I don't know what else to pull out of this teaser other than
that very ending scene when the Millennium Falcon is running from the Empire. Yeah. And I don't know whatever vortex that is.
So I feel that's Cloud City.
Okay.
Because those creatures look like what are called Beldons. That are in the Battlefront 2 game. But they're the creatures that make the gas. Okay. On the planet Bespin, and they live in the clouds. And they have like big tentacles. So I think we're seeing Cloud City for the first time, but like maybe it's like a stormy weather kind of day.
Sure. Okay. Cool. Hey, I'm all for that.
I could be wrong, but it looks very similar to what they just put out in the game.
That scene looked like it was going to be pretty amazing. So
yeah. There's a lot of good stuff in there. It looks good.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's all we can say at this point. Yep. And it looks like they're still shooting for May release date, so
I love it.
May's going to be busy about every week.
Yes, sir.
Thank God you live across the street from the theater.
I know, right? Yeah. Just go ahead and put my mailbox out there.
Yeah, so Star Wars Episode 9. Are you excited or not excited for this one?
I'm excited just because, like I said, just being in the universe is great. But I just am going and having fun. Yeah. But I'm not like losing my mind over this new trilogy at all.
To me, again, bringing JJ Abrams back is not my favorite thing. You probably heard that. Yeah. So we'll see. But he did say that they are working on a summer start date of this year for Episode 9, which would make sense if they want to hit. It takes about a year and a half for them to make these Star Wars movies.
So they're shooting for 2019?
Yeah, it's December 2019.
Okay.
It was May 2019. They fired Colin Trevorrow, I think, and then now it's back at the end of it.
Gotcha.
So looks like we're gonna hit that Star Wars movie every year, and then afterwards we have the Rian Johnson trilogy, right?
Yeah,
that he's working on. But what about this new series of films from Game of Thrones creators David Benioff and DB Weiss?
Yeah, I was floored when I heard that. Just if you watch Game of Thrones, at the end of every episode, there's this little snippet where they kind of, or at least there is on HBO Go, which is how I watch it. And it's those two guys, and they kind of talk about the production of each episode.
Yeah.
And I mean, they just do such a great job of bringing that universe to life. And have they confirmed anything as far as like what?
It's not nothing. It's just they just said it's a series of films, so it's not a trilogy that we know of.
Okay,
but they're developing multiple films.
Okay.
My theory, and it's separate from the Skywalker saga and Rian Johnson's trilogy.
So we know that it's not going to be part of the Skywalkers.
Yeah, it's not the main story.
Okay.
It's not Rian Johnson's trilogy. I guarantee you, this is from everyone Google searching Knights of the Old Republic after they announced Rian Johnson's trilogy, and he's like, no. So, because if you have old school, like medieval in space stuff, Game of Thrones people are perfect for this.
Yes.
Like, they're going to tell this epic saga of like medieval, like, the Knights of Ren. Maybe they have a history actually being knights, or the Old Republic as it was an actual, like, I don't know. I see the connections between Game of Thrones and Star Wars, but not just doing Game of Thrones in space, but like going a little further.
Sure. Yeah, I'm all for that. I mean, if it's Old Republic stuff, I mean, that's just a gold mine of not only information but characters to pull from. And oh my gosh, how awesome would it be if that's where they go?
And my thing is, I've always said this on the show: go backwards to where we've not seen before.
Yeah.
And do that, because it works for other shows. I mean, we keep getting these movies in the Skywalker saga.
Yeah.
And I'm like, go somewhere else.
Right.
So let's go back a little bit. Let's see where that is. And I think they're going to be perfect for this.
Yeah.
And then we're going to talk about this later, but they're also making multiple live action Star Wars TV series for the Disney streaming service.
I love that.
Not these guys, but they could tie in together. That's a big thing these days, to make them all weave together.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, if they're obviously making Star Wars be like the brother of Marvel. Yeah. So as far as the way that they're putting it together, and I'm all for it. Marvel and Disney was a great mix. I haven't loved everything that they've put out, but I really enjoy the universe and the way that it all connects. So, I mean, if they're going to do that with Star Wars as well, I'm all for it. And it would also make a lot of sense if they're going to do it that way, because, they completely wiped out the extended universe stuff that we grew up with. So if all of that stuff is off the plate, it's just like this sandbox that they've got to play with.
But it's still there, so they can technically pull those characters. Because, I mean, Thrawn shows up in Rebels. Yep. After, he had a big deal. I think they even brought the writer back to write more books on him in the current Star Wars universe. And I think that's the difference. Yes, it's like Marvel, but it's different because Star Wars is only one canonical story. Right. You don't have Marvel has comic books to pull from. They've got animated shows. They can put these characters in 18 different places. Sure. And have 18 different versions. Yeah. Star Wars has one version that they're trying to tell, one big scope story. I mean, the Halo video games do the same thing. They try to keep all of it together in one big string. So Star Wars has a loftier task, but they have a wealth of information they can pull from. People in charge of their stories. Think about Pablo Hidalgo, I think, is the main Star Wars, like, the story or timeline keeper. So I mean, that's really cool. So hopefully we'll see some good Star Wars stuff coming out of these guys.
More the merrier.
Did you catch the 10-year Marvel anniversary photo that they put out?
I did.
This week I got a good photo here. It's big. You can click on the link in the show notes and you can see the Marvel Studios' first 10 years. I'm actually kind of impressed that they didn't edit this on top of something like actually look like a stands. It looks like it's on a movie set. Yeah. And they kept it that way, and you kind of have to go through and find where everybody is. Did you go through it all?
Yeah, I did. Today was the first day I actually zoomed into it and took my time scrolling through and seeing all the faces. And
any big surprises?
Honestly, I'm surprised that Phil Coulson wasn't in there.
So he was at New York Comic Con. Okay, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. the day they took this photo.
And that's actually my brother-in-law and I were talking about this picture today, because Tilda Swanson wasn't in here either, the ancient one, and it was kind of he had heard that it was impossible to get all the schedules to work out just to take this one photo.
And it's not edited. They could have set up the scene and just Photoshop people in.
Sure.
But there's a video accompanying this somewhere out there that shows them all there doing this. I think even Mark Ruffalo shared a photo or video the day out.
He did. Yeah, I remember that.
So what I thought was interesting, probably my biggest thing here, is a bright blue dress here. Yep. is Brie Larson, who is Captain Marvel.
Yep.
Captain Marvel movie doesn't come out until year 11, unless she's in a movie this year.
Well, that's a good point.
Because these are all 10 years. First 10 years.
First 10 years.
Because if you look over here on the left-hand side, so you can find Lawrence Fishburne.
Yep.
He's not in Ant-Man and the Wasp until later this year.
Yep.
And then I believe this is Michelle Pfeiffer from Ant-Man and the Wasp later this year. So they've got those people in there. Mm-hmm. So it's not just actors. They've got directors as well. Stan Lee, of course.
in there, of course.
Yeah. Kevin Feige up front.
Yep.
With Robert Downey Jr. I mean, there's just a lot going on here. I would say... was it Agent 13? She's not looking her best. That's probably the most unflattering photo of anyone in here. Yeah. But I went through it. It looks fun.
Yeah.
It's a good stuff.
I would have given my left nut to be in this room.
Yeah, just to walk.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, like put me behind a mirror so they can't see me and I can't talk to them. But it's just great to see everybody here. I can't even name half like the producers and people.
Who is that?
Him?
Yeah.
That's the Iron Man 3 kid.
Oh gosh.
He grew up.
Okay.
Yeah, so I believe she's from Iron Man 3 Civil War at the beginning. The lady who was also in Luke Cage.
Is that her?
I don't know. It's hard to tell who all these people are.
Yeah.
Maybe she's in Black Panther, and I'm just.
I think she is in Black Panther. Yeah.
But yeah, so there's just a lot of people. There's no Netflix people in here as well.
Yeah, I noticed that. Mm-hmm.
But Phil Coulson probably my only sad point. Like,
I really feel like because I mean. He was kind of the glue that tied all the films together in the beginning, and then for him to kick off their series.
Phil Coulson is the real MVP.
I really agree. Like, I think that he gets kind of lost in the shuffle in the big grand scheme of the picture, and
he's got more screen time than anybody else. I guarantee it.
Oh well, you know what? The
TV show.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I would have really wished. And I think he even made a statement about why he wasn't there.
He said he was at the Comic-Con.
Oh, that's right.
He's at the Comic-Con.
You just said that. Yeah. I hate that he wasn't able to make it in here, but again, gosh, to be in this room with all these people.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So you guys check out the link in the show notes so you can check that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, very, very cool.
Did you buy your Black Panther tickets yet?
I did, yes.
All right, where are you watching that?
Stony Brook, man.
Stony Brook? IMAX?
Yeah,
okay.
Of course.
My first showing's down at IMAX.
Oh.
Because I don't know if you heard last week, but they didn't have the IMAX showings up until this week.
You told me that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I was very sad about that, but I was glad, the guy who works there for us, he let me know. And so he let me know, but it was too late because I just couldn't wait till 2 weeks before the show to buy tickets. That's making me sweat a little bit. So I'm going to the fan screening over at the Escape Theaters here.
Okay, so the Thursday night show.
Yeah, 6 p.m. I can't stand someone seeing an hour before me. Okay, John, I gotta be in there. But they did confirm there are 2 end credit scenes. They have been leaked online. Do not go looking for them.
Have they really? Gosh, man, that's crazy.
Because it's been out in I think other countries for about a week.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yep. So the last week's podcast of this other show I listened to, they'd already seen the movie.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, and they're in Australia. So
yeah.
So there's 2 end credit scenes out there. The movie is 134 minutes long, putting it in the top 5, maybe 6 Marvel movies lengthwise. The Avengers movies, Winter Soldier, Civil War, and Guardians 2 are the only ones longer. So
that's mind blowing.
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, there's only like 6 movies. No, there's like 19, 20 movies.
Yeah,
so I'm like, oh wait, never mind. It's up there. So be prepared to go to the bathroom beforehand.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And
always.
Then wait through there. The Kendrick Lamar soundtrack for Black Panther's out as well. It came out Friday. Have you heard it yet?
I have not heard it yet. I heard it was good.
It's streaming on services. I'm not into rap music as a whole. So
yeah.
I don't get some of it yet, but there are songs I have found I enjoyed.
Okay.
And so I do enjoy some of them.
I just really love that I'm hearing so many good things about it. Like, I really want this movie to succeed a lot. And so hearing just kind of what I've heard up to this point is it just makes me happy. I'm glad that it's doing so well.
I think the rapper T.I. and Walmart are teaming up to give out tickets to people.
Awesome.
To go see it. And then I think low income areas are raising money to buy the theaters out, so kids
I saw that there was a bunch of like schools that are buying tickets for all the students and things like that. And I think that's
like,
great.
It's when a movie transcends just being a movie.
Yes,
and becomes a cultural phenomenon. That's when it really succeeds. So even if it doesn't make the #1 movie of all time, it's still doing more than any other movie's ever done.
Right.
I feel.
Well, I like almost all the actors in it, like very, very much. Like they're on my top list of actors that I enjoy watching. So I'm really looking forward to it. And
I tell you, it's so crazy to hear Chadwick Boseman talk without his accent because he just speaks regular,
Well, the first movie I saw him in was 62, or 42, which was his Jackie Robinson movie. Love it. It's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely go out there and see it. But he's got that very American accent in that, and so to hear him as T'Challa, it's just like, oh my goodness,
he nails it. Like,
he really does.
That could easily be offensive or horrible, but they just nailed it, and you're like, oh, I can do this all day. So I'm really excited. We are 4 sleeps away. I am at least. I'm on Thursday, 4 sleeps away, counting down, man. Infinity War, we talked about that at the top of the show here. I've got a new promotional image they released for the movie that homages the Infinity Gauntlet cover here. So as soon as it loads, it loaded for you earlier when you looked at the show.
It did.
It might take a little bit here, but it's a beautiful image here because it's we've all seen the Infinity Gauntlet cover.
Yep.
It's Thanos on the front with the glove and the diamond shining. There it is.
Yep.
And now you get to see it updated with the Black Order or Thanos' children above it, which look amazing, by the way. That's one of my favorite.
They really do look
one of my favorite comic runs. Then below we get to see the MCU versions of a lot of characters, a lot of the main characters, really. So Iron Man, Captain America, Scarlet Witch, Hulk, Iron Spider, Black Panther. I mean, it's just, they're all here. Like, it's just fantastic.
It looks great. Yeah, it really
does. If they saw that in a print, like, I might buy that one day.
I'm really waiting for the double-sided release when they finally put out a poster for the movie. That's what I've been on my toes for, to get one, because I've got the light box down in the basement. So been really wanting to get one of those to put in there.
Yeah, no, that just looks so good. It's great. I mean, someone tried to say it was like Drew Zanart, who did like the Star Wars posters. I'm like, maybe the style, but no, that's Infinity.
I don't think so.
That's Infinity Gauntlet #1 right there.
Right, absolutely.
So that's a beautiful picture. You can check that out in the show notes. Are you excited for Into the Spider-Verse, the Sony animated movie for Spider-Man?
I mean, I'll go see it because
Will you take your kids to it?
Oh yeah, okay. I think so. I think that would be one I would take them to. I'm not crazy about that artwork. I think it's good looking for what it is. I'm not knocking that. I just don't think that that's for me. It's not grabbing me. But I'll go see it.
So I like, as you can tell, the Ultimate Universe.
Right.
So Miles Morales is a big character I enjoy. I like the artwork if you pause the frames and check it out. Yeah. But I don't like the faux stop animation style.
Maybe that's what it is.
The movement bothers me more so than the art. Because the artwork's actually, if you look, it's comic book, the dots in the background.
Okay.
The whatever that's called. I can't even think what that's called.
I know what you're talking about.
But it's like there are multiple layers of art. Yeah. If you pause it and look at it, it looks beautiful. But the movement's what gets me. So... But the rumor is right now Tom Hardy will voice Venom in the Into the Spider-Verse movie as well.
Cool. Okay.
Because you're familiar with what Tom Hardy's really doing, right? Like, he's not just playing Venom in Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
You get what I'm going with this?
Oh, yeah.
We had a Venom trailer this week. So
nice segue.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, I mean, I thought it was very... I mean, they're doing this with the upcoming Marvel animated stuff, the Rise of the Heroes or whatever, where, like, the actress who plays Quake in the TV show is voicing her in the cartoon.
Okay, I did see that. Yeah.
So to think that Sony would be doing the same, have Tom Hardy voice Venom to merge these ideas together.
Yes.
Not too much of a stretch.
Right.
But the Venom trailer dropped this week. This is very much a teaser.
Very much.
If I was to highlight it, because it is missing one important thing in this trailer. John, what's it missing?
Venom.
So we don't see any suit at all, and I said last week what's going to make or break this movie is what the suit looks like.
Yeah.
But if you just scratch out the name Venom, it kind of looks like a good movie anyway. But it looks like, I don't know if he has cancer or something. There's a crashed spaceship in this, so It looks like Venom is definitely coming from space.
Right.
The rumor right now is Carnage doesn't show up until the end credits for the next, like,
for the next setup.
Woody Harrelson is in this movie, and we didn't see him here.
Yep.
We don't know who he's playing. The rumor is he is Cletus Cassidy and will be Carnage next. Because Eddie Brock will go to prison at one point in this movie, and the Venom part of it will jump onto him.
Gotcha. Okay.
The movie trailer was also voiced over by Terrence Howard. I don't know if you noticed that.
I did not notice that.
Yeah, a friend of the show, Quentin Parker, pointed that out.
Okay.
Terrence Howard. He's not in it. I didn't see him anywhere. I've never seen him cast anywhere, but he was the voiceover for the trailer.
What an odd, just random thing.
Yeah, I mean, I went back several times. I'm like, God, that really is him. Tom Hardy looks good in it. Looks to be some action, some scenes. I think there's CGI to be done, and a lot of those scenes will be filled in.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that, there's some kind of telekinetic power going on there, but I think that's a scene that's not finished yet. Yeah, that's what I think that is. I think that's going to be, you're going to see Venom's shooting a bunch of the goop out, and it's just going to start pulling things away.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that there was a lot missing from that, but that's what I would expect from a teaser. But I like Tom Hardy. The trailer honestly didn't blow me away.
Right.
I was wishing, or at least hoping for more, but it just finished filming not too long ago.
Yeah, but I mean, my assumption is they've had at least the suit to test with.
Sure.
For a while, so they could have at least had a glimpse
something.
But if we do know anything, Sony is shit at making movie trailers. Look at the Homecoming trailers.
Yeah.
Marvel didn't do those trailers. Sony did those trailers. Mm-hmm. How bad were they?
Awful.
People reacted horribly to it. How good was that movie?
It was fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Mike's not on the show, but I'm calling him out because he said Homecoming was his favorite movie last year. His favorite superhero movie. And he tore that trailer.
He did.
So, if I know anything about Sony, they make shit trailers. So, I'm not going to judge the movie based on Sony's trailer just yet. But I want to see the suit. I gotta see the suit.
They're gonna have to give us something, and I won't be excited until I see it.
I think they just wanted to put something in front of Black Panther.
Sure.
Because they're we get till October.
Mm-hmm.
March is loaded with Infinity War, Deadpool, Han Solo, Ant-Man and the Wasp is in July.
Mm-hmm.
We can pump the brakes a little bit and just give them, hey, this movie's still here. It's on the public's mind now.
Yeah.
So.
Do they confirm or deny that this is part or not part of the MCU?
Neither. They've said maybe not, adjacent to it. But you can see this in San Diego.
Yeah.
No, San Francisco.
Okay.
Yes, the northern
bridge.
The bridge. So, I mean, that's where Ant-Man and the Wasp is. So we'll have to see maybe.
I heard a rumor that what's his face?
Tom Holland.
Yeah.
You probably heard it on the show. We talked about that last week.
Okay.
Yeah, Tom Holland has been on set. Now, what he will do is a cameo. Maybe it's Spider-Man. Maybe it's him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I think he's gonna. People are trying to connect the two. Venom can exist separately without Spider-Man. If you read the Ultimate version of Venom, he's a health suit. Peter Parker's dad and Eddie Brock's dad were creating a suit to cure cancer.
Okay.
So this goo would they wear the goo and it would cure their cancer and heal them. Venom wasn't created from Spider-Man. He was created trying to create something else.
Okay.
And became an enemy of Spider-Man because it attached to Eddie Brock instead of Peter Parker. So that's where that came from.
Okay.
So
Okay.
There are different iterations of Venom. I know everyone wants the classic one.
Yeah.
With the for the Infinity War suit. We're not gonna get that.
Right.
We just gotta let it go.
Right.
And hopefully they make a good movie around it.
Yeah.
So, trailer, it's in there. Don't let us know what you think. We know people aren't excited about that trailer. I've been online. I've seen.
Don't bother us. Please.
We know what you really think. Send us some happy vibes. You gonna watch The Incredibles 2?
Heck yes.
So this week the Winter Olympics are going on. They are sponsored by The Incredibles 2, and a sneak peek will be dropping. I think this Thursday.
Very cool. Look forward to it.
Apparently, it starts right after the first movie, so we get to see that battle with the Underminer.
Sweet.
Which is an homage to the Fantastic Four, Mole Man, or whatever.
Yep.
So I really want to see that. I'm excited to see where this goes.
That's awesome.
So they've had a couple little scenes throughout. So I'm excited to see the whole thing put together.
Yeah, we've been waiting for this for a long time.
Yeah,
so I'm finally very excited to see this finally come to fruition. I was hoping that they'd kind of set it a little bit further in time, so that we'd have teenager Dash and but I'm okay if we're gonna just do back to back. That's cool too.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because they can build on Jack a little bit more. Right? And that's the character everyone's like, what can he do?
What can't he do?
What can he do? Yeah. So I mean, we need a good Fantastic Four movie, man, and I think that this is what we're gonna get. This is gonna be it. Did you watch the other Fantastic Four movie, the newest one?
No,
Fantastic?
I did not.
Okay. So
I had too many people tell me not to watch it.
The father, not Susan Storm's adopted father and Johnny Storm's dad.
Yeah.
The actor Kathy, whatever. He died this week apparently.
Oh,
He
okay.
passed, I think he was on like The Wire and some other shows.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
I know what you're talking about.
Apparently, Marvel after they quietly announced he's actually in Luke Cage season 2 as well.
Oh, wow.
So we'll get to see maybe some of his last work in Luke Cage season 2. So
Very
he's
cool.
a great actor.
Yeah.
Nothing against him for fanforstic, but I mean,
No, we won't hold any ill will against anybody in that movie.
well, I don't like the guy who played Mr. Fantastic.
No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He's just got a face you just want to punch. But Michael B. Jordan is about to knock away Black Panther, so I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, he looks pretty BA.
But speaking of Luke Cage, Jessica Jones got a season 3 trailer this week, and you said you've watched it several times.
Yeah, 6 times.
6 times. I only got to catch it once because we had so many trailers this week. It looks like we're going to be delving into Jessica's past a little bit about how she got her powers. Apparently she was brought back to life or something.
Experimented on the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, I mean, that adds a whole new layer to this character.
It really does. I loved the first season. It was a lot darker than I was expecting from Marvel in general. Because, Daredevil was violent, but I didn't think it was dark.
Yeah.
But this was very dark. And so just to enjoy that, and then to see this preview, we're going to kind of see, where she came from, maybe why she is the way she is. There's the tease at the very end of the trailer that I just cannot wait for. But I love the trailer. Oh, yeah. Absolutely love it. I'm very, very excited.
We are less than a month away. It was blowing my mind.
That is crazy.
So that drops March 8th, I believe.
Okay.
And that's coming up. And I don't know. It's just, is it March 8th? I don't even know what days are which. So 11, 10, maybe 9th, March 9th.
Okay.
But I mean, this is it's so close, and I want to see what it is. It looks like her friend Hellcat is going to be taking a larger role, maybe a little bit investigating the background. But David Tennant's going to be back, and we'll just go ahead and acknowledge that. Yeah, he's not alive. This is psychological remnants in her head. I mean, how long was she tortured and under his control for? Sure. And so just killing him is not going to end the pain. So I think it's a smart move. He's a great actor.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he was the best part of.
I agree.
The best villain, I think, in the show so far.
I think honestly, put Kingpin aside, I think he's the second best villain in the Netflix run.
You think so? I think he's a little higher because.
You like him more than Kingpin? As you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, Kingpin. Well, maybe season 3 might finish him off a little better for me, but you just drop Kilgrave in a season, he was just so good. He was just trying so hard to. I don't know. It was just something about him I just like. So
right.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. And we got some more talk about the Netflix stuff. I mean, unless you got something else about that trailer you want to talk about.
No. We can.
I don't know what else to say about it other than
it looks good.
I'm very excited to it. Yeah, very excited. So the Disney streaming service, we got some hard details here for you. You ready for this?
Yeah, hit me.
Okay, because you're already paid. They've already got your money, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So it'll be launching in a 2019 window.
Okay.
But there's no price point yet. But that's because they're probably working on this Fox stuff, and they're like, we got to worry about
figure out where they're going to stand.
Where are we going to put this Fox pricing stuff? Yeah. So they might shoot low and then maybe raise it up when they get more movies, or just they're going to just shoot a straight price throughout. But it will be very much in line with the Disney brand. So any R-rated content that Disney makes will not be on there. This is going to be a wholesome family streaming service. Okay. But they will still be making R-rated content. They're not nixing it out of their schedule, but it's going to go to Hulu. Okay. Because Disney owns a controlling stake in Hulu after the Fox merger. They own 30% now. Wow. They will own a controlling stake afterwards. So they're not getting rid of Hulu. Yeah. They're actually going to leverage it to their advantage. You want to watch Disney's Deadpool? You got to get Hulu. Yeah. So I think that's great. That's a very confident thing in my book. Yes, we're still going to be making it. We know where it's going to live. Yeah. So that's awesome. The Netflix shows, we're going to list these off: Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Punisher, Defenders. The Hulu shows, Runaways. The Freeform show, Cloak and Dagger. ABC show, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. will remain at those places.
Okay.
For the time, and they will continue to produce new seasons of those shows.
That's great.
So Netflix isn't done with their shows once the streaming service launches. They can keep creating them as long as they want.
I'm sure they love that.
And that's even if they're trying to compete with Netflix, Disney's like, great, we're still making money off this anyway.
Absolutely.
Hulu, they already Runaway. Did you watch Runaways? Did you?
I do. I do enjoy that.
That was a good show. Mm-hmm. So they're still making that because that ended on such a cliffhanger, I guess. Mm-hmm. Cloak and Dagger isn't coming out till this summer.
Okay.
But Freeform will have it, which is ABC family. Mm-hmm. And then Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is on ABC, so if they continue to make more seasons... Fingers crossed, it'll be over on ABC. Now, they didn't say where Agent Carter will be, since that's technically wrapped up. So we may be able to get that on the streaming service as a backlog.
Sure.
Right out the gate.
That'd be great.
So it sounds like they've worked out, like, these shows are going to be where they are, and we're going to be making new ones, because their first year goal on the streaming service is 4 to 5 original films.
Okay.
And 5 TV series on this launching service. The first year.
That's crazy.
That's awesome. I feel like it's more than most network channels put out.
Yeah.
And it's going to be quality.
Oh, absolutely.
So some of the movies they're working on are the Don Quixote movie, Lady and the Tramp. I don't know if that's an animated live action or what.
I mean, with the way that they're doing the other movies, it's probably...
But they tend to put those in theaters, so that's why I'm kind of
that's a good point.
I don't know what this will be. The Paper Magician, whatever that is, Julia Hart's Stargirl, and Erickson Core's Togo. I don't know what any of those are. But at least 2 of those are known properties, 3 are not. So that's a very good sign. They're not just re-adapting things we're comfortable with.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna bowl. There was about 3 other shows they mentioned, like a live action Sword in the Stone, maybe one of those.
Oh, okay.
It's not far enough along to be counted in there, but it was in there. Mm-hmm. TV shows, we're gonna get a new live action Marvel title.
Yep.
Of course. The live action Star Wars titles we talked about earlier.
Yep. Love it.
High School Musical television series.
Yay.
Not for us. That's for the teenagers. And an animated Monsters, Inc. series.
That'd be fun.
I like Monsters, Inc.
Yeah.
I noticed you saw the Kingdom Hearts added a Monsters, Inc. world to the upcoming game.
Oh, my word.
So
yes, I did.
If you're a Kingdom Hearts fan, Disney's going all in on Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, love it.
So
they're trying to bring it back into the front of people's minds.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you've watched their Tangled TV series, animated TV series, or Big Hero 6. But Disney,
I've seen. The Big Hero 6. Yeah.
So they're at least adapting some of these popular and CG movies into animated style. So,
yeah.
So any of that sounds good to you? That sounds better?
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like the first thing I think was like, okay, another streaming service. So then I'm entering into like cable territory again.
Right.
But at the same time, if we're gonna be getting this much original stuff, and I can tap back into any of the movies and any of the even the animated movies, Star Wars movies, Marvel movies, what have you. If they're getting Fox, if they're going to throw that world in there, I mean, that's a lot to choose from. So I mean, it's
a lot of classics and good ones.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that's a lot of content to have at the tip of your fingers.
It is, without having to buy them individually.
Right.
Because I'm in the mood to watch Indiana Jones, and I don't think they're on any streaming service. I think I'd have to go out and buy them. So I'm looking forward to those being on there, because I think Fox owns those, right?
I believe so, yeah.
So if we're wrong, someone's going to let me know. That's for sure. But speaking of the Disney and Fox deal, there was a rumor going out this week from a Comcast-owned station, I think CNBC or something like that Comcast was trying to top Disney's bid for Fox.
Okay.
Look, Comcast, you may think you got money, but you ain't got Disney
money. You
ain't
got the mouse money, man.
You ain't got Disney money. But after that, like the day later, Bob Iger went on another show and was talking about the whole deal.
Yeah.
And he was like, the regulatory process has started in several countries across the world. And he did confirm it's like 12 to 18 months window to get it all nailed out.
I would imagine that type of buy would have to take that long to get everything lined up, because it's so big.
Yeah.
So big. So it's we look at it through our nerd eyes and just see, oh, they're getting comic book characters, but it's so much more than that. So
yeah, and he's been meeting apparently with Fox people to handle the transition and how they're going to integrate all these studios and stuff.
Okay.
So, I mean, they're working on it, and I think the other part of the rumor was like if Comcast came in with a response, because they could still be outbid technically in the process, but I think Rupert Murdoch sees Disney as a safer buy than Comcast.
Right.
Because I think Comcast is technically that would be more of the same companies merging together between Comcast and Fox, kind of like AT&T and Time Warner is, and that's being really scrutinized right now. Disney isn't a provider of anything other than just media, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't own I think it owns ABC, but it doesn't own any networks like phone networks or services like that. They're just straight media. So it's a lot safer in that regards.
Right.
So,
right. That makes sense.
So we'll definitely see what that plays out. But I think it's gonna happen. Again, Disney's got, like you said, the mouse money. It's bottomless.
Yeah, I don't think that there's any reason to think that it's not going to happen at this point.
I think it's just Comcast was like, oh, maybe we can light a fire under them, and I don't know. So, speaking of other things, another trailer that dropped this week. I think we're on four trailers.
They keep coming.
Is Deadpool 2, and with the trailer Meet Cable. Man, this was the one we were waiting for.
Yeah,
we saw the one back before Thanksgiving. That was the wet on wet painting. When we watched that again the other night just to revisit what that was, I always forget. He says, "I'm gonna whack off again," because he's whacking the paintbrush against the thing. So it was funny, but this one knocks it out of the park. Yeah, it takes a swipe straight at Justice League with the the CGI mustache. Yeah. It takes it. He's in a Toy Story outfit. Yeah, there's an Infinity Stones reference. Yes. I mean, and that's all within the first 20 seconds. Right. So this one drops. It tells the Deadpool style story. Cable's arm's not CGI'd yet, and they're like, "Hold on, we gotta do this." So he gets out. Deadpool gets out his little dolls and does it over. And it made me realize how beautiful Deadpool's suit is, because he can be saying anything there, but when he goes back and does the voiceover, they could have written better jokes later. Right. That sounds so much cooler. So I was like, oh, they could have done this months ago. And then okay, well now we have a Justice League thing we can riff on. Right. And we can do it right now, and it's relevant. So, but then we get to see Deadpool in action. His eyes glow. He's got the metal arm. He looks badass. He jumps over a whole big truck. Yep. We get to see what looks like...
and he looks great.
Oh, yeah. Oh, between him being that and Thanos...
Yeah, that's...
Josh Brolin.
He's killing it.
Yeah.
Goonies. Forever.
Speaking of Goonies, Deadpool's shirt when he's sitting on the couch with Blind Al is Chunk's shirt.
Oh, is it really?
Same shirt for the Travel Shuffle. I assume that's a reference to the...
Oh, it's gotta be.
Yeah, it's the same exact shirt.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's of course some adult language in the Red Band trailer, which I think is what we have here. Mm-hmm. It's what he said, "Time's up, you dumb fuck." I think it's great. We also get to see the X-Force, or maybe Cable's six-pack here.
Sure.
The first reveal of Terry Crews really is the thing to take away from it.
I didn't even know that he was a part of this.
This was the first time they announced it, so nobody knew. We get a look here. We get to see Domino, of course, Deadpool. Terry Crews is probably G.W. Bridge. Okay. Which was from Cable Six Pack. Yeah. He goes by George Washington Bridge. Okay. That's his real name. Behind him is confirmed to be Shatterstar, the mutant Shatterstar.
That is confirmed. Okay.
The Colossus actor. Let it
okay.
Let it Shatterstar.
And they didn't hold back in giving him that comic book look, did they?
No, they did. Great. And then the guy behind Deadpool here, there's another mutant. He has he can spit acid out of his mouth, and he wears this around. And I think that's him. I don't know who he is. Okay. But he was, I think, in an issue of X-Force.
Oh, okay.
So these might be X-Force members. They might be Six-Pack. I don't know. But they're jumping out of a helicopter. So we're about to see something funny from there.
Yeah. Love it.
I don't know what's going on. I love it as well. What else I have? International trailer. We get to see Colossus. If you watch it, there's a split second of Deadpool groping his ass.
Yeah, giving a nice grab ass there.
Yeah. They cut out the adult language in the international trailer. Yeah. To put that in there. Yeah. Did you see Julie? Have you seen Hunt for the Wilder People? Mm-mm. So Julian Dennison, he's the fat kid in there. He's in there. It looks like there's Deadpool goes to jail and so he's wearing the yellow suit.
Yeah, he's some kind of prison. Yeah.
It looks like there's the mutant MDC or DMC. It was
Okay.
a DMC. It's not like the band Run DMC.
Right.
So I think it's the Department of Mutant Control.
Okay.
And that's where Cable's breaking into, and that's the truck they're jumping over, so they're transporting mutants.
Gotcha.
So it looks like the same truck they were using in X-Men 3 whenever Magneto stopped the truck full of mutants.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So this looks like to be some throwbacks there. Where does this fit in the timeline?
Who knows?
We don't know.
Yeah. That's kind of all
I
over the
expect
place.
we're going to get a Domino trailer.
Okay.
Because we've had a Deadpool trailer,
The
Cable trailer, and then a Domino will be the third point.
Okay.
Any standout spots in it to you?
No, I mean, the humor was there. Looked like there was great action. Looks like humor inside the action. Yeah, I love the look of Brolin as Cable. I think he looks just completely badass. And, I mean, it looks like it's going to pretty much take up right where the first one left off.
Yeah. There's also some other shots you see him fighting. He actually looks like his suit gets torn. He just duct tapes over it. So I can't wait to see how they play that. Dopender's back.
Yep.
And,
Yep.
his girlfriend Vanessa, Weasel, Blind Owl pointing her gun the wrong way. It's just fun. It was just
absolutely.
a fun trailer. So if you were worried they weren't going to deliver, it's all aside.
We're that's that. We can put that aside now.
Yes, and then do you see the Flashdance poster?
That
they did?
poster is fantastic.
So it's just him on the chair with the bullets dropping.
Yes.
They have a motion poster of it too, with like
the bullets are raining on him.
So it's pretty cool. It's looking like it's fun. So if you guys like the Deadpool 2 trailer, let us know, because that's coming out May 18th.
Golly, May is going to be
We're going to be able to watch Infinity War 2 weekends in a row.
Yep.
Because we're gonna. Then Deadpool, and then Star Wars. So.
Wow. Golly. May is going to be amazing.
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 Yeah, I did that. Did you watch the show Legion by any chance?
Yeah, I did. Actually, I have not finished season 2 yet, but
Season 2's not out.
Oh, is it not out? Oh,
No.
then I haven't finished the first season then.
Okay, there's only 10 episodes, I think, in the first season.
Okay.
Season 2 comes back April 3rd. They're confirming again. And this is a poster of David looking very, very confused.
Yeah.
I think he is still missing when the show starts, because I don't know if he's missing anything. I don't remember him being missing. So to me,
okay.
they're like, oh, he's missing. I'm like, was he gone?
We got about...
But there's a time jump, so...
I got about halfway through the first season, and then my wife joined in on one episode and was like, oh, I want to watch it too, and so...
You gotta wait for her to catch up.
Yeah.
So, it's a good show. It's really, you can't not watch it. You can't put it on the background.
Oh, absolutely. That's actually... I found that out about... Watched the first episode like that. And then I went into the second episode. I was like, what is going on? So I had to go back. You have to be zeroed in the entire time.
Yeah. That was really cool. I'm really excited to delve back into it. We've got some... Between Jessica Jones and this, we've got a hell of a spring loaded television.
That's a really cool character. I'm glad that they are doing well with him.
And it's just so unique. It's a unique show.
Absolutely.
Like, it's not telling it the straightforward. It's trippy. I like Jermaine Clements. Have you got to him yet? Okay, yeah. I love him as an actor, and it's fantastic. Justice League. Did you watch this clip we got today?
I did.
So, the black suit has finally been revealed in the Justice League movie. There's 2 minutes being added to the extended cut.
Okay.
This is 1 minute of those 2 minutes.
Okay, great.
So, we get to see Superman walking through his Fortress of Solitude, it looks like. We get to see the first metal armor from Zod make an appearance, and then a black suit make an appearance. So, therefore, this is DC's version of giving us black suit Superman.
Yeah.
He doesn't wear it.
Yeah.
It's just there.
There's an understandable reason why it wasn't in the movie.
Very underwhelming in my book. I think the second half of this is where he goes to Alfred to get his red suit back. I bet he finds a note saying, come see me at the Batcave. Because he was looking at a note, I bet. I bet that's exactly what it is.
Oh my goodness.
Also, it's not in our show notes, but we just found out from this guy who does reporting for Collider, or Variety and Mashable, I think Collider, that apparently Zack Snyder was fired from Justice League 3 months before they made it public that he was leaving.
Really?
Yeah, so he was fired before his stepdaughter committed suicide.
Okay.
And they were just keeping it hush. That's why we don't hear about a Snyder cut, because
interesting.
He was let go before that was even said. But because of the way reporting was, this guy's starting a new career, so he's letting out all this old news secrets that he didn't have to keep in anymore because of the disclosure. So it sounds like Snyder has not been a part of this for over a year now.
Well, whether it's true or not, it's just like, I mean, the movie, it was fun, but it was a train wreck all at the same time. You know, it's a shame.
Yeah. I don't know what to think about it, but hopefully, again, Wonder Woman was great.
Yeah, Wonder Woman was very good.
Aquaman looks like it can be entertaining. Jason Momoa looks cool. I want to see a trailer. I need to see a teaser for that coming up. Probably before Avengers, if I was a betting man.
Yeah.
And then, Shazam's filming, so we've got that news here. The movie Shazam has officially started filming.
Okay.
So, I don't know much about the Shazam character. The only part I've ever read of him was from the Kingdom Come series from DC. Mm-hmm. So, it's my understanding, Billy Batson as a kid.
Yes.
He gets this power from the magician. Mm-hmm. When he says the word Shazam, he gets the body of essentially Superman. Like
pretty much, yeah.
The power of all Shazam spells out all these gods. Mm-hmm. But he's still the mind of the kid inside of him. Okay. I think he doesn't turn into somebody new. He's still the mind of that kid. So we get to see what that looks like. Mark Strong is playing the villain in it. I like Mark Strong. He's been in a lot of comic book movies. He's arguably one of the best parts of Green Lantern when he was Sinestro. Sure. I love him in Kingsman.
Yeah, he's great in Kingsman. Mm-hmm.
I mean, he does good stuff. So hopefully, he does well in this. Yeah. I don't know what to think about Shazam.
I have no hard feelings one way or the other.
At the same time, I felt the same way about Thor when they announced that movie. Sure. In like 2008, they're like, "We're making Thor." What? Yeah. Right. A guy with a hammer. Okay. So maybe they could surprise us with all these new people in charge. Do you like Lobo?
He's one of those characters that I never really got into. Okay. I know enough about him to know him.
He's essentially DC's like cosmic Deadpool. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know he's got the big spiky hair. Yep. He looks like he belongs like a Rob Zombie album cover.
Big biker guy.
Yeah. Red eyes. He's a bounty hunter. Yep. Apparently they're eyeing Michael Bay to helm the Lobo film. Okay. But DC's put a budget of $200,000 on this movie. Wow. Michael Bay will only do it if they slash the budget.
Really?
Yep. Because they're trying to emulate Deadpool's success. Okay. And Lobo is they're Deadpool. That's again, kind of what they're going for. Deadpool was based on Deathstroke, but the humor wasn't with Deathstroke. Mm-hmm. Lobo had the humor, but not the look. So if they do this, Michael Bay, I mean, again, he doesn't tell a story. But if we want some actions off a space mercenary trolling around in the DC cosmos,
he can pull that off.
I bet he could do it. I give him. I let him. It probably will suck. I've seen his Transformers movies. I got fucking fooled in every one of those things so far. So, I don't know. But I mean, Lobo, if they're gonna make it, you might as well just go all out.
Yeah, I mean, it's just really hard to get excited about DC stuff right now. You know, you just don't know what you're gonna get. They're just all over the place with their productions. The movies just don't seem to come together the way that they want them to, or maybe they are, and it's just not connecting with fans. I don't know. I have fun going to them, know, and that's good enough for me to continue to go to them. They're not bad movies. I just, they're just not good movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, Justice League is better than Batman v Superman, because I feel Batman v Superman's a bad movie. Yes. Justice League is just there. And that offends me more than anything else, because it's just it's forgettable.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It's very forgettable.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But in that case, if you don't like what they're doing, maybe you do. Joaquin Phoenix is in talks to play the Joker in Todd Phillips' Joker standalone movie.
Yeah. Again, one more thing that we didn't ask for. Yeah.
I don't even know. This is one of those Ben Affleck, is he in, is he out? Is the Joker a movie or is it not a movie? I don't know what's going to happen. Right. Even Marvel at least keeps their productions on the down low. They're like, don't say what we're thinking about doing. just don't say anything. Yeah. The guy who's doing the Titans movie apparently has been talking about that, and I'm like, really? Yeah. Like, he's like, scripting's done, and then we need to do a visual pitch to DC for costumes before we even do casting. Oh my gosh. And I'm like, well, why are you telling us any of this? Slow your roll. Yeah. When you get ready to start production or casting, let us know. That's the best way to do it. Right. Like, I don't think, Marvel said we're doing Iron Man. We don't know who we're going to get. Yeah. They were like, we have Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. And everyone's like, well, that's a little scary. He's not the most trusted person in Hollywood right now. Yep. But even Thor, Captain America, they're like, we got Chris Evans. That guy from Not Another Teen Movie? Yeah. Yeah. The Human Torch? Yeah. Okay.
And we're gonna make him another hero.
At least we've named it. At least we told you who we're doing. So give us something. Just I don't know, the wishy-washy stuff. Oh wait, this is not Titans movie. This is Titans TV show. Right. Coming out on the DC streaming service. Apparently, the Doom Patrol will make an appearance in there in some way or form. Okay. I don't know if you know the Doom Patrol.
I don't know the Doom Patrol.
I don't either. Apparently, Beast Boy was one of the original members of the Doom Patrol.
Oh, I know Beast Boy.
So that's why he would be in the Titans movie because he's the show because he's one of the characters. Okay. Episode 5 is they showed the script is written by Jeff Johns. Okay. And it's called Doom Patrol. So
Jeff Johns, I mean that's good hands to be in.
We can only hope so. I mean, he was attached to Justice League, the movie. So
fair enough.
But I mean, I don't know if it'll feature the Doom Patrol or they'll just call it Doom Patrol. Yeah. Like Arrow had Suicide Squad, but didn't have the Suicide Squad kind of thing. So at least they're making the Titans TV show. Mm-hmm. I'll give them that. They're not slowing the roll on it. So if script 5's already done and out there, who knows how far along they are. Yeah.
And I mean, I don't mean to poo-poo on DC so much. It's just they're actually I enjoy their comics more than Marvel in most cases. I just, I just have not been, they just haven't gotten me yet. I feel like everything's just so out of place and nothing's connected. And
it's like someone was throwing darts at a dartboard and didn't hit it at all.
Yeah, yeah. And I liked your analogy that you said we've talked about a few times. It's just like everything that they've done is an apology for what they've previously done. And I can totally see that because they're just trying to make up for lost ground. And it's just... I just don't think that they're putting it together well.
Yeah. Well, again, they've got the guy who was in charge of, I think, the Conjuring movies. Walter Hamada's now in charge of them. They've got a whole, 11 months until Aquaman. Mm-hmm. And then, all these other ones, Shazam. So they've got some time to, maybe
try
do
and
something.
Right the ship a little bit.
They're always riding the ship. But but maybe they can focus on forward and not backwards.
Yeah, sure.
Because, I mean, 3 of the 5 movies have been Zack Snyder-based films.
That's true.
And Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman was the best one, and it's because it didn't try to connect to anything. Yeah. Suicide Squad, I don't know what went wrong with it, but after hearing David Ayer on Bright, I think it might just be him. Yeah. So it's hard to feel bad for that. You watch Stranger Things?
I do.
Speaking of things on Netflix, season 3 is apparently going to go back to having 8 episodes. Yep. And start filming this spring, which will put it probably out in 2019. We probably won't hit a Halloween release again. Okay. If I was a betting man. Yeah. And they said there will be another time jump because the kids are getting older. Right. It's hard to say. This is picking up right at the end of the last one because it's been about a year since they stopped filming the other one. So
it's hard when you get these kid actors and when they blow it out of the water like that. You gotta. Your production's got to move that way. Yeah. Because they just age so fast.
I mean, at least they acknowledge it. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
They're like, hey, yeah, we know we have to time jump because the kids are older. If we try to do it again, say, yeah, they're the same age, like, they're 19 playing 10-year-olds. Like, it's not gonna work out very well. Yeah. But Stranger Things, I mean, did you watch the last season? Mm-hmm. There's the one episode everyone talks about. Mm-hmm. What did you think of it? I really enjoyed it.
I did too.
Because I think it's like the most superhero-based episode. It's like an episode of X-Men.
Right. Right. I completely agree.
I can dig on this.
I mean, it's one of those things this show, it's a nostalgia trip for me. Yeah. I mean, and that's... I'm not, super into, that genre as far as, sci-fi. I'm really not a sci-fi guy. I'm more of a lean towards the fantasy side of things. Uh-huh. But this is one of those things where it just kind of I think it's the actors that pull me in more than anything else because I feel like everybody does a really good job. Yeah. But no, I really liked season 2. I thought that they picked up right where they left off. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to season 3. Is that going to be the last season?
I think we said 4. They have 4.
4 seasons.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, at least right now. I mean. Who knows? Yeah. The popularity ruins.
Right. The 80s thing goes away.
Yeah. Well, it's just like the 80s. If the show was good, we just keep making more of it. So yeah. But that wraps up our news. Let me double check here, John, just to make sure we're not missing any last minute news here.
Yeah, okay.
We're recording this late Saturday night here. No, just that Zack Snyder was fired. So that's about it. So. Yep. That's it for the show today. Thank you for being a guest.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
If people want to know what you're up to, I mean, you do more We do the Breaking the Seal videos in the store, but you do more than that. You do some on your own, involving like the subscription boxes and stuff with your kids. Where can people find that at and what you're doing?
Yeah, so you can find us on Facebook at Breaking the Seal. There'll be a couple of, if you look it up, there'll be a couple of things on there. So just be sure you look for the TV show. But we do a lot of the unboxings with the collector boxes, so the Funko boxes. I do those with my kids, so it'd be family friendly. If your kids like Pops, or if they just like other kids tearing stuff open, they would love this. They would love that part of the show. And then obviously you get to see some of our more high-end things that Chris and I get to film and open up, and those will all be on that Facebook page, and then you can go to destinationcomics.com/DNN and just go to the tab for Breaking the Seal, and you can see all of our archives, and then of course the hundreds of other things that are on there as well.
Yeah, that's true. There's quite a bit. One of the guest hosts we had a couple months ago, Jason. He's been gracious enough to let us open up his stuff on the show. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Jason's a good guy, and he's got wonderful, wonderful statues and collectibles.
Oh,
and,
he does. I was blessed enough to be invited into his basement to see his.
It's pretty amazing,
and you're just kind of blown away by it. So we put together the Hulkbuster down there.
That's a great figure.
And that was so good. So that's cool. Again, you can find me on Instagram or Twitter at Valdan, VALDAN. John has been doing the countdown to infinity with me.
Yep.
We disagree on where you start, but that's fine.
That's true.
Because we should be in the same spot. Because Iron Man 3 is this weekend.
Yeah.
So
we should be right on schedule.
I think Avengers we would have agreed on Avengers.
Yep.
Because you think Captain America's first.
I'm chronological time order as far as my movies go.
And I'm release order, at least because Guardians 2 doesn't matter where you watch it. I know it takes place because those don't affect the larger whole.
True.
But
I change up the later movies a little bit too.
Yeah, so you can watch them however you want.
Yeah,
but right now we're on
the end game.
The end game. So it's in Iron Man 3 this weekend. So I've been posting the picture. I just took my Avengers picture this week.
Yep.
I'm always like a week behind when I take the pictures because I got to dig out the pops for the movie. As you can tell.
Yep.
They're not just on the front here.
Right.
You can go grab one or two of them.
Gotta go find them.
You can find me there. You can head over to Comic UI. You can also go to YouTube and search the DNN where I do all the videos there as well. Mostly Breaking the Seals, Tuesday Shipments with Mitch, Table of Fun. Mm-hmm. Love those. Some of those figures we've opened been on the Table of Fun. So that was good. And as always, you can visit superheroslate.com. Mike usually does this part, but I'm going to try it out for once.
Knock yourself out.
This is where you can find all the avenues to listen to Superhero Slate. You can find us on iTunes, YouTube, Google Play Music, SoundCloud, Stitcher. You can subscribe to us right to your email inbox. It's actually the quickest way, believe it or not, if you stick an email. Because then you don't have to wait for iTunes to refresh.
Yeah, there you go.
You can like us on Facebook. We post up there. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. Mike handles those really well. Kudos to him for putting that stuff up there.
Good job, Mike.
And if you want to buy some merch, you can head over to superheroslate.com/store and buy some of our t-shirt designs. I'm going to throw up a new one this week, I've decided. We've got a couple sitting in the back end we're going to throw up. So
nice.
Yeah. I do some self-promoting around the office at work.
They're
like, is that you? I'm like, yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, like, that's cool. That's cool. So, John, anything else before we wrap up the show?
Nah, thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks for being here.
Great week to be on.
Right? It's the best one. So, I guess we'll catch you guys next week.
Thanks for listening, and don't forget to subscribe.
No, not really.
Do you want to say your catchphrase for your show?
Break that seal.